Holla to the kings, holla to the queens, and everybody in between. How y'all doing, fam? I know, it's been a long time since I left y'all without a dope beat to step to, right? I know. I'm sorry. It's been crazy. Life's been crazy, and as you know, the world's been fucking crazy. But we're gonna talk about that on the rise today. Today is um, a very special um radio reacts video, and I'd like to say it's all it's all thanks to the Great Reset. And I'm not just talking about me coming back into the game, your most consistently inconsistent radio host. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about uh, the album by City the Great that recently has just been released. By the time you see this video, it would have just been released. But thank you to City the Great, Krystal Blue, Revolt. Um, I believe the other company is called 440. I really appreciate y'all for giving me access, giving us access to the album beforehand. And I got to listen to it beforehand, so this is really great. Um, this is my blind reaction to it. I'm just letting y'all know. Although I got to have the album before the release, this is a blind reaction. Still letting you know that. Um, the Great Reset is an album is being released by City the Great. Um, midnight of July 24th. So, you know, that weekend, make sure y'all stream it everywhere. That some this summer, this gonna be popping, right? Like I don't even. I'm trying to contain my bit of excitement right now, but um, if y'all don't know, before I did a reaction to his other album, The Syllabus, which I I definitely was telling niggas need to be taking notes from. Definitely was saying how niggas need to be taking notes from. But this album here, The Great Reset, was entirely produced by Nails Black, and Nails Black um is I believe that's his name. One second. Uh, Nails Beats. My bad. This whole entire album was produced by Nails Beats, and Nails Beats being one of the producers that worked with hits with Dr. Dre and Eminem. So, I was really excited when City told me this, let alone gave me access to the album beforehand. So, thank you again to City the Great, Crystal Blue, Revolt. Every 444. Believe it was 444, right? Let me see. Excuse me, y'all. 440 artists. Shout out to 440 artists as well. Um, so without further ado, we about to get into the Great Reset. But I recently switched streaming platforms. Now we all know what's been going on with the AI music and everything. You know what I mean? And we even got companies. We got Sony suing AI music companies for scraping their shit, but because they want to be able to do it first. Anyway, um, with this whole rise of AI and everything else, I've been really confused on which music streaming service I'm going to be using because I ain't gonna lie, I miss the days of iPods and stuff like that. But we don't have the phone capacities to have apps, videos, and pictures and music on my motherfucking phone. That's a lot of gigabytes and data and shit. You know what I mean? Like if you know computers and you know technology a little bit, you know that's a lot. If you downloaded music back in the day off iTunes, you know that's a lot. Anyway, so I went from Spotify to YouTube Music to Tidal, and Tidal has a bio for City the Great, which I wanted to read. City the Great, the artist and CEO of Certified Nation Entertainment, has overcome numerous hurdles on his path to success. Despite facing personal tragedy and incarceration, City's dedication to his craft has propelled him to the forefront of the hip hop scene. With a string of successful mixtapes and collaborations under his belt, City's talents has caught the attention of industry legends like Special Ed and Cool Rock Ski. Or, yeah, Cool Rock Sky. His new single, New York Sounds Like, has captivated audiences nationwide, showcasing his lyrical prowess and innovative sound. His story serves as a testament to the power of perseverance and passion. Join City the Great on his musical journey as he continues to push boundaries and redefine the essence of hip hop. And I really felt like I should read that this time around, especially because it's called The Great Reset. So we're gonna we're gonna take a look or listen, and we're gonna see how this goes. And I'm gonna try to be. I, I'm a fan. I can't admit that other than I'm a fan. So for me to be able to get the opportunity like this to preview an album before anybody else, it's one of the highlights of why I do this. You know what I mean? One of the other one is the Great Reset.
Yeah, hip hop. Yeah, yeah. Great reset. Black nails it up.
They ain't doing it like black nails do it.
Yeah. The great reset, every page reflects the lifestyle of the rich and they gain to death. Could talk my shit, talk is cheap, so I just say I'm blessed to be opposite of those who can't take the steps. I've been through it, most blind to get lost and can't feel through it. Under black clouds, caught in the rain, I had to build through it. So somebody tell me please how a fake rapper make real music. I let him live, I mean even God didn't kill Jesus. Mercy, for he who passed the first stone couldn't hurt me. My silence speaks violence, ain't reached the level to verse me. Bars biblical, but this casket finale's my church scheme. I'm really him. You dive in the deep waters like you really swim. Knuckle the knee buckle, broke his Philly shell and feel his chin. You ain't been through it, you ain't feel enough to feel his neck. Some must have been living under a rock, somebody feel him in. Imaginary player, that's how grown men play pretend. That's pause, cause I don't play with men. Big up to my predecessors, I ain't come to make new friends. Nah. No new friends, man. No new friends at all. City to break the bar, Lord. What you guys saying? Any one of y'all can get it off association. The DNA of the culture. See the motivation? A toy gun in a gunfight. You a broken stainless. I lose my mind with these bars like I'm flowing brainless. The crown's broken in pieces. Need a glow to claim it. Ain't reaching trial in the booth. This is your arraignment. From the afterlife, every track I write, fix your flow arrangement. Survive the coldest place, go by 10 toes on pavement. To break the code is dangerous. You broken, I don't know your language. So give me space. Heard being bitches so contagious. He lying, won't he leap for the title? He's so courageous. Certified beats and bars, I survive with scars. I'm Eminem, Biggie and Nas, all controlled by God. God. Yeah, we work hard, man. Black now, what we do? It's the great reset.
That I like that. That was a great intro. I don't have too much to say other than when I to react to reacclimate yourself to an artist is one thing. Not that I haven't been listening to him in a while. No, it's not that. But when an artist makes one album different from another album, like you can kind of, if you listen to the artist enough times, you can tell. You know what I mean? So when they start to not switch up things, but slightly upgrade themselves in certain ways, you can kind of tell and you can hear it. I don't know if it's the producing, I don't know if it's the writing, I don't know if it's both. Know what I mean? Oh, I don't even think I could have heard. I was saying, um, when I don't have too much to say about that intro. I like how he mentioned his own song "Broken Crown" when he said the crown is broken. That comes off the syllabus, the last album, the syllabus. You know what I mean? So those who know knows. Yeah, he had a couple of lines in there, but it's one thing to to reacclimate yourself to an artist when the artist drops a new album. when you listen to the song for like the first song off of it, you can you can hear the similarities, but you can hear very, very slight differences, you know? And when you hear those differences, like you start to wonder a little bit. And I'll point another difference out later on. If the trend actually continues. Let's see. That was the Great Reset intro. This is Whatever You Want.
Yeah. Black girl, what up? Hip hop, what up?
They ain't doing it like black males do it.
While grinding for this rap thing, I stayed true to my style. It was no compromising, but still move versatile. Just point me to the booth, I got it, I burn it down. Shouting from the roof, if you sleep, you heard me now. Maybe it was the way I was trained to turn the style. Back when only way your name ring bells was word of mouth. Now these goofies walk around with these chains, it's worth a house. While the real ones getting the bags unheard about. This level's this game, when will you figure it out? For every level you level's a bigger figure account. But bet your bottom dollar, them penny pinches with doubt. Every single move, they hate that you can't lose. They hate that you plan it through. Fuck a shot clock, I know when it's time to shoot. It's a body on the floor anytime I step in the booth. And the answer's not for preference, I mean it's clearly the truth. It's what you want is the proof. Whatever you want, you can get it how you want it, however you want. You can get it however, whatever you need. Gotta be a trendsetter to step in the lead. Man, I got the cheat code to make them believe. Whatever you want, you can get it how you want it, however you want. You can get it however, whatever you need. Gotta be a trendsetter to step in the lead. Whatever you want, if you really out there grinding, you leveling up. It's good to see you shining out better than us. You'll catch up one day, maybe years after death. What's the use of all these subs? You really should say your breath. Only reason no response, cause you ain't considered a threat. You playing this game.
All right, I'm sorry. I just have to say this because um there's two sides of hip hop, right? And City just um displayed them both very, very equally. There's the uplifting side and storytelling side, right? Well, no, there's a couple of sides to hip hop, but there's a few sides. But I'm just going to take a couple of aspects right now. There's the storytelling side, there's the uplifting side, and then there's the bragging and boasting side, right? And in that moment, and like I want to say, like maybe the last 30 seconds, he does all three. He does all three of them. Hold up.
Gotta be a trendsetter to step in the lead. Man, I got the cheat code to make them believe. Whatever you want, you can get it how you want it, however you want. You can get it however, whatever you need. Gotta be a trendsetter to step in the lead. Whatever you want, if you really out there grinding, you leveling up. It's good to see you shining out better than us. You'll catch up one day, maybe years after death. What's the use of all these subs? You really should say your breath. Only reason no response, cause you ain't considered a threat.
So in those moments right there, right? He embodies the uplifting and the bragging and boasting. He's, the chorus itself, he's like, you can get it how you want it, whatever you want, you can get it whatever you want, however you want it, as long as you get up and grind. But um when oh, he says, you hold up,
To see you shining out better than us.
there you go.
Grinding, you leveling up.
It's good to see you grinding, leveling up. It's good to see you shining, but not better than us. You know what I mean? And he goes on to say how you're not gonna pass him until after death. After death, like yeah, you're gonna be shining, brother, but you ain't gonna shine as bright as me. But you'll shine. Maybe you'll pass me when I stop, when I'm able to stop continuously shining. You know what I mean? And that's he embodied both of those sides of hip hop right there. You know what I mean? And we already know City got the storytelling down pat. We already know. We ain't even gonna talk about that.
It's good to see you shining out better than us. You'll catch up one day, maybe years after death. What's the use of all these subs? You really should say your breath. Only reason no response, cause you ain't considered a threat. You playing this game of death, what's considered a vet.
Only reason no response is you ain't considered a threat. So that brings me that brings me back to Eminem and MGK. You know what I mean? A lot of people was like, "Oh, M waited like 10 years, 5 years to talk about MGK. Why we'll talk about it now? And he's gonna talk about Charlemagne and blah 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 and everybody now." And it's just like you wasn't a fucking threat. You wasn't a fucking threat. That's it. That's all there is to it.
Gotta laying it, you made it, that's the bed that you set. Since I kill him in this fashion, the ref should give me a check. Success is not a ladder, I'll meet you right at the steps. We really could work it out, but idiots wanna flex when they know they not ready, ain't study enough to test. Thinking nice is not as simple as no or yes. Can clear the whole building, I'm a positive COVID test. But this is what you want, me in this type position. The Joker kill him while grinning, and sniper focus and spin him. Whatever you want, you can get it how you want it, however you want. You can get it however, whatever you need. Gotta be a trendsetter to step in the lead. Man, I got the cheat code to make them believe. Whatever you want, you can get it how you want it, however you want. You can get it however, whatever you need. Gotta be a trendsetter. We should all understand that there's a formula here, the corner the shares, but they try to play us for fools like the money was here when the money was there. Right in their palm, the back pocket. So is it wrong to pat pocket? Should give us all you owe. Instead we out of the fold. The margins and what was sold. I mean everything must go. I mean everything but my soul. When we keeping it under code. A lot of stories that wasn't told on what it took them to blow. See no secrets is transparent. I kept you all in the know. From the trials and tribulations to killing the biggest shows. And I didn't do it for dough. And I didn't do it for show. I did it as a blueprint to show you to crack the code.
I did it as the blueprint to show you to crack the code. That's a callback too. Most hip hop enthusiasts know about Jay-Z's The Blueprint and how he says, he lays out how to basically level up, how to get your shit up, you know what I mean, in the game or in life or whatever. That's what the blueprint is. I'm you know. So City released the Syllabus, which in itself is a blueprint. You know what I mean? Because if you remember school, you get your syllabus packet, which is a packet of basically of the shit that you're gonna be learning throughout the year. And is that not a blueprint of your lesson plan? Just saying. Just saying. I love City the Great Man because he really makes me feel like all the shit that people talk about hip hop, they don't bring up artists like City, and it's not just artists like City. You know what I mean? Because he's still in a niche audience mode, right? But when you had Tupac, a lot of people haven't even heard Dear Mama or Brenda's Got a Baby. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I can't listen to a Tupac song without either feeling angry or sad. And not even sad, but just emotional. You know what I mean? And it's because he embodied hip hop, not just storytelling, but emotion telling. You know what I mean? And City has a similar aesthetic when he's bringing back qualities of hip hop that I and a lot of other people feel like have been lost in the last, I don't know, 2 fucking decades. Shit. We're about to come up on a 20-year anniversary of when I believe hip hop music died in hip hop. But Tupac was saying hip hop's dead a long time ago, and rap was maintaining the game. But like, there's a shift coming. There's a shift coming, and the Great Reset is here. This is hip hop is the next song.
They ain't doing it like black males do.
DJs hit the scratch if you hip hop. MCs, yes y'all, if you hip hop. Boys hit the stance if you hip hop. Graffiti tag a wall if you hip hop. If hip hop is dead, somebody show the casket. The industry planted these fake thugs who pose with ratchets. For influence, they show our women as hoes and ratchet. They put the black man in the dress to control the fashion. How the culture move forward if we forget the past is the foundation.
Hold on. I gotta run that back. Hold on.
They ain't doing it like black males do.
DJs hit the scratch if you hip hop. MCs, yes y'all, if you hip hop. Boys hit the stance if you hip hop. Graffiti tag a wall if you hip hop. If hip hop is dead, somebody show the casket. The industry planted these fake thugs who pose with ratchets. For influence, they show our women as hoes and ratchet. They put the black man in the dress to control the fashion.
Yo, industry show these fake dudes that hold the ratchet showing our women as hoes and acting ratchet. Love that. Love that right there, bro. That was fire. One. Um yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about.
The culture move forward if we forget the past is the foundation, no more passes, we outfacing. These new rappers leading is nothing but outpatients. And clout chasers is at an all-time high. They divided the coast to conquer the game, let me explain. We lost big in pockets of sacrifice, had to pick a side. Confused, they used the music to do it, influence genocide. They moved the south over everybody, see the divide. Using radio.
That's crazy. Yo. That's crazy. That's exactly what happened though. East and West Coast had beef and battling for since Biggie and Tupac before they died, but when they died, it became a real big thing. And then suddenly the South rappers, like really, literally at that moment, the South rappers came in. You had Nelly, Bone Thugs and Harmony. You had Andre 3000 and Big Boy. I believe not Big Boy. What's his name with Outkast. Um, Yo, damn city. He that was hold on.
Coast to conquer the game, let me explain. We lost big in pockets of sacrifice, had to pick a side. Confused, they used the music to do it, influence genocide. They moved the south over everybody, see the divide. Using radio to program what should be the vibe. Wait till you see what they do in time with AI. Yeah. DJs hit the scratch if you hip hop. MCs, yes y'all, if you hip hop. Boys hit the stands if you hip hop. Graffiti tag a wall if you hip hop. The swag and the fashion, this is hip hop. Hip hop started with Cool Herc and the Boogie Down. And Bambaataa bounded together, who thought it'd get around?
Speaking of, had the pleasure of not just seeing City the Great, but meeting City the Great in person, but being at Rock Day this past summer and meeting Cool Herc. Like that was amazing. And he met Cool Herc and like man, it to meet the father of hip hop as we was there to celebrate the mother of hip hop. It was just amazing. It was truly amazing. Like I see why white people go to art museums to look at shit from Van Gogh and shit and people like that. You know what I mean? Like I understand it now. I truly do understand it because if you love the craft, if you love the art, and you get to not just see the creations or hear the creations of those who established and founded that form, you get to possibly meet the person themselves. Man, man, I can only I can see why white people like going to plays and shit like that. You got your own little way of telling it.
King Timothy the third, the rapper's delight. The message gave you what's life in the ghetto through mics. When the fresh fast took flight, the label investors got hype. NWAs and shockwaves. Luke fought for freedom of speech. He was the first independent we seen. It was all a dream. I'd rather side with the culture than the machine. City PE, public enemy of the new league. I'ma keep it G. We form an alliance to kill a king. And we as a culture, the antidote to kill the disease. Put our own gatekeepers in place to keep it with we. Cause hip hop is all of us, stitched it in our genes. DJs hit the scratch.
Hip hop is all of us.
Form an alliance to kill a king. And we as a culture, the antidote to kill the disease. Put our own gatekeepers in place to keep it with we. Cause hip hop is all of us, stitched it in our genes. DJs hit the scratch if you hip hop. MCs, yes y'all, if you hip hop. Boys hit the stands if you hip hop. Graffiti tag a wall if you hip hop. The swag and the fashion, this is hip hop.
And I hope nobody takes this the wrong way when I say this, but this would never be played on the radio. And I say that with the utmost respect ever. This will never be played on the radio because it shows the downfall. It tells you exactly what their game plan was and how they did it. Dag. But he also tells you what hip hop is. This is hip hop. I'm hip hop. You're hip hop. City's hip hop. If you black, you hip hop. If you Spanish, you hip hop. Cause let's not forget where it came from and everything, and the cultures that came together to make such a sound. I don't care, give a damn which one was motherfucking first. We both did the shit. Cause it wouldn't be no fucking 808 beats mixing like that if it wasn't for all the funk music that everybody was scratching and rapping over. And the early soul music that they was scratching and rapping over. Like so let's get this divide shit out of there. One, because hip hop was about unity. UNITY, like Queen Latifah said. Like uh uh um what's his name? Slick Rick used to say. Like Slick Rick used to say. And it's so sometimes baffling to me of not just how fast the downslide came, but like I don't know, nobody questioned why music got worse. You know what I mean? I mean, there's people that did it. There's people that did. But like the fact that it was able to get that bad that fast is another thing, and that's a whole nother thing. But this next song on the album is called Don't Like Me. It has another artist, Ishadan, on it.
Love in my heart. Extra clipping of the magazine. Blood in them eyes.
They ain't doing it like black
Some
babies.
know them who don't like me. Some know them never like. Yeah. I hold them on the other side. Them are not the weak eye. Yeah. Is the crown heavy as its burden? Was all the sacrifices that you made actually worth it? Just to have to work with some fools who ain't did half the service. Wrote so many rhymes, you forgot half the tracks you murdered. Seated amongst kings, but knowing that's half the purpose. Where they think you get your passion from? You rap your verses to keep the culture alive. It's a test within itself, but you did it without a gimmick. Promote and be yourself. Remember happy days before you lost your loved ones, before you had to cope with all the traumas that would come from everything you see before your eyes as a young one. Before your best friend asked you where you get your guns from. Like me, some know them never like. Yeah, I hold them on the other side. Them are none of the weak kind. God, your enemy name friend, enemy call brother, your enemy name sister, enemy call dad, your enemy name boss, enemy name charge, enemy girlfriend. Baby, the whole of them are your enemy name dog. Enemy them coming at them shape and form, so enemy them one, enemy transform, enemy have manipulation and chance, so energy them bad. Most of them for know the whole fire's granite. Could a man flow me still like granite. When the money deposit the whole amount on it, plane bang it and the passenger the quality. Package up the bag, the pilot a fill on it.
I'm sorry, I haven't said nothing because this show I don't know what it is about this beat, but this beat done hypnotized the nigga. This shit done put me in like I'm just vibing. I felt like I was here doing work for a second. I was about to start typing like there's something about this beat that activated a cerebral moment for me. And uh whatever you want was one of those songs that like I would play in the morning. I would have on my morning playlist. I have my morning playlist. My morning playlist is mostly inspirational songs or music that will get me pumped up in a positive way. You know what I mean? So, but this right here is like a busy song. You know what I mean? Like it's the vibe is dope enough to keep going with what you're doing. And if it's supposed to come on in the club, you know this is like right after you probably been dancing for like a minute. You probably been dancing for like 3 songs straight. And then the DJ throws this shit on, and that's when everybody goes to the bar, get their drinks, or go, like chill out for a quick second or whatever. Start be able to talk, get numbers and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like this is one of them songs because it keeps a vibe, it keeps its own vibe. It creates a vibe. Like,
Seal up something for send go back a foreign.
it's a mix of Isha Don too. Isha Don, man, you there's something with Jamaican artists. I don't know, maybe it's in my blood too. I know I'm part Jamaican in my family line, but like maybe it's in my blood too, but it's something about when I hear Jamaican artists, especially more Jamaican that are rapping. You know what I mean? It There's something about the cadence and their articulation that is unmatched. And this is why it's another thing why like I love when rap spreads sometimes to different accents because they have to invent their own fucking way. And I know they're white. I know they're white. But there's 2 old guys from the UK that do some rapping, and I don't know if y'all know of them, but like like it, 21 Savage, you know what I mean? Like he's from the UK. Like they have to adapt to not just learn how to rap, but learn how to rap with their accent. That's and make that an actual thing. You know what I mean? That and if you think regular rapping was a lot of people like, oh, rapping is easy. Rapping's not easy, bro. That shit is not easy and it's not for the weak. So I give all rappers, all creatives, I give y'all props. Not that I can't do it, I just prefer not to since y'all already doing it. Went to a music high school. I'm creative as fuck.
Upon my mother send me love your mama page my baby mother them and send me picnic them my money. Well one way was a California to home me love it. Money make a day and night we party on it. If I illustrate we have to put with art upon it. Sky is not the limit, is a whole some know them who don't like me. Some know them never lie. Yeah. I hold them on the other side. Them are none of the weak kind. Yeah, yeah. Your enemy name friend, enemy call brother, your enemy name sister, enemy call dad, your enemy name boss, enemy name charge, enemy girlfriend. Every one of them are your enemy them dog, enemy them coming out shape and form, so enemy them one, enemy transform, enemy have manipulation and charm, so energy them one.
Okay. One, I feel like this song is going to be one of the songs I play the most, personally speaking. I ain't gonna hold you already, I can tell you. Um, because I feel like it's one of those songs that I'm gonna love biking to as well. And y'all know I'm a cyclist. Um, but one of the things that I love about City to Great and looking at some of the other names on the album, um, of the features, you know, he doesn't pick slouches for his album. City picks like some of the best unknown artists, unknown to me. Cause when I listen to him and I'm just like, yo, then I'd be like, yo, who the fuck is that rapping with you? Or who's that? You know what I mean? I'm like, yo. So I go and I click on it and I listen to a couple of more of their songs. You know what I mean? And they're dope artists. That's another thing. Like as artists, please, man, be careful who y'all collaborate with. Like make sure y'all actually like their music, please. Make sure their music is actually along the lines of your music, please. You know what I mean? Like, but that's another thing. The next song has two features. It's G Dep and Old Man Young on Gotta Have It.
Praise the creator.
Oh, another thing. Black Nails. I noticed that the first three songs you ended them with a distortion, a wind down distortion. But that fourth song you didn't do it to. Paying attention.
Praise the creator. Word, Nails, you nailed this one. How many times I gotta tell them? Your attention got a shorter span. I've been doing this before the gram. You just bought your fans. I record a smash while my wife confirms the boarding pass. Here's an autograph on the vinyl. I go order that. I'm talking that while my people's call the jack. Yo, they gon' walk it down. Creator willing, they was drilling. Now they calming down. I'm cool as Horace Brown. Talk of the town like prices for an ounce. It ain't a fortune round. There ain't too much to talk about. Call it out when you heard me choppy. If you did, it must have been a dirty copy. Sipping sake with a curvy mommy. Your verse is sorry, like the graphics on the first Atari. It's G Dep, you heard about me. I mean, as long as it take, I'ma just keep, just doing what I do. Cause like they gotta. Come on. Too many you guys garbage, but thank you nice. I turn his TV off like it's late, so say goodnight. Couldn't punch his way out of paper bag to save his life. If art reflects life, then why don't you paint the way you lie? I walk around unscathed, you miss your shot, you aim too high. The fall from the top is tragic when you think you fly. No parachute, the printed shorty's pants is like a camel. No hands with who? You guys couldn't shoot the five if you clapped the four. This that residue off a razor's edge after back and roll. Beats need embodied, the only thing you should tag me for. You lack the will to drive. Just riding bitches a passenger, gaslighting and firing them up is what the match is for. Yeah, it's like it's easy work, man. You know what I'm saying? You go in this booth and get to the right ones.
All right, hold on. I gotta run that song back. I know I'm only halfway through, but I gotta run it back.
Praise the creator.
This gives me like not necessarily like it gives me like an old school vibe kind of, but it this is another beat that puts you in such a headspace already when you hear it.
Word, Nails, you nailed this one. How many times I gotta tell them? Your attention got a shorter span. I've been doing this before the gram. You just bought your fans. I record a smash while my wife confirms the boarding pass. Here's an autograph on the vinyl. I go order that. I'm talking that while my people's call the jack. Yo, they gon' walk it down. Creator willing, they was drilling. Now they calming down. I'm cool as Horace Brown. Talk of the town like prices for an ounce. It ain't a fortune round. There ain't too much to talk about. Call it out when you heard me choppy. If you did, it must have been a dirty copy. Sipping sake with a curvy mommy. Your verse is sorry, like the graphics on the first Atari. It's G Dep, you heard about me. I mean,
Alright, G Dep, yo, I ain't that is sipping sake with a curvy mommy. I like that. I won't put that on a shirt.
as long as it take, I'ma just keep, just doing what I do. Cause like they gotta. Come on. Too many you guys garbage, but thank you nice. I turn this TV off like it's late, so say goodnight.
First of all, too many of you guys think you garbage when you think you not. Too many of you guys are garbage when you think you nice. One, crazy work, crazy work, blatant. Put it out there. Yes, right on Front Street. One. He says, hold up.
But thank you nice. I turn this TV off like it's late, so
Turn this TV off. Kendrick. Because people are doing this shit for show. Not too many people are doing this for the love of music, for the love of the game, for the love of uh the culture. A lot of people are still just doing this thinking that they're gonna end up hitting it big.
Say goodnight, couldn't punch his way out of paper bag to save his life. If art reflects life, then why don't you paint the way you lie? I walk around unscathed, you miss your shot, you aim too high. The fall from the top is tragic when you think you fly. No parachute, the printed shorty's pants is like a camel. No hands with who? You guys couldn't shoot the five if you clapped the four. This that residue off a razor's edge after back and roll. Beats need embodied, the only thing you should tag me for. You lack the will to drive, you just riding bitches a passenger. Gaslighting and firing them up is what the match is for. Yeah, it's like a CC work, man. You know what I'm saying? You go in this booth and get to the right ones, that defines the pins. There's a certain caliber of pins. You know what I mean? What? These guys, some of these guys just be playing with this shit. They don't really know what they're doing, but yo, you know this, man. They mumbling on records, they just making up words.
From out the gust, I was dust. I came from nothing, nada. We now conducting and busting up non-productive products. Let's get this industry over. Imposters running it. These bastards full of themselves. I'm one to humble it. See, I'm legitimate, ill, not illegitimate. Plus, anytime I begin, I think I'm winning it. Man, I ain't riding no trends. I'm here to end it. A life sentence with bars. I feel unlimited. Supreme wisdom with tactics. Come aboard the rocket. You like to.
I'm sorry, hold up. I'm not riding no trend. I'm trying to end it. I believe we said, right?
Not illegitimate. Plus, anytime I begin, I think I'm winning it. Man, I ain't riding no trends. I'm here to end it.
I'm not riding no trends. I'm here to end it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because for a while, everybody was sounding like Lil Wayne, Duffel Bag Boy era. Then after that, everybody was sounding like the Migos. Then after that, everybody was sounding like Future. Then everybody started sounding like Lil Yachty. Then everybody started sounding like King Von and Lil Durk. Like this is like the reason why they stood out was because they had their own flavor, their own style, their own lane. You think copying that's gonna get you noticed? You know, if you want to be an industry plant, I guess so.
A life sentence with bars. I feel unlimited. Supreme wisdom.
A life sentence with bars. I feel unlimited. I don't know if he did this on purpose, but since it's a Black Nails joint, and Nails also did work with Dr. Dre and Eminem. Eminem has a song called 25 to Life, um, where I feel like a lot of great rappers always mention how they're locked into this shit for life. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna guess, and this is Old Man Young because we heard G Dep earlier. Um, and when you're locked in for life, you're locked in for life. You're not just locked in for the paycheck. You know what I mean? You live, breathe, sleep, eat, shit, hip hop. And again, City picked some great ass features.
With tactics, come aboard the rocket. You like to gossip, feel free. I'm running fiber optic with light speed. My feed free of manure. Mentally, we peep. You got a disease. We speak the cure. Listen, I privately DM MCs to feed my hunger. Only competitive veterans can make me stronger. I'm back with Nails providing sounds like he a organ donor.
Hold up, what? Only competitive betters can make strong.
We speak the cure. Listen, I privately DM MCs to feed my hunger. Only competitive veterans can make me stronger.
Only competitive betters can make me stronger. If you out here, okay, because I was just me and my homeboy, we're nerds. Shout out to my homie Chris. And we was watching X-Men '97, the X-Men series on Disney Plus or whatever. Not sponsored, of course. But Apocalypse is the villain they're fighting right now. And Magneto gave him this quote of basically the powerful do not crush the weak. You know what I mean? Like, do not stomp on the weak as if they're bugs, because that is beneath them. You know, if you're so that much more powerful or that much more skilled or that much more adept to something than somebody else is, and you purposely stomp on them or push them down, knowing how far beyond their capacity you are, you're scum. You're just scum. And not even just like an asshole, the worst type of like, there's no need for you because you're so much more powerful than them. And that was crazy. I'm sorry.
I'm back with nails providing sounds like he a organ donor. I think I covered all my bases swinging for that homer. Running game, so game on. Want all the smoke, so flame on. Keep on hearing the same song. Listen to this, the pain gone.
There go to distortion again. Black nails, what are you up on? 4 you didn't do it, 5 you did it, 1 to 3 you did it.
I just need to run. I need to go.
All right. This next one is Stepping Out featuring Ivory the Goddess.
This first verse again.
They ain't doing it like black niggas do.
No line up at the door, they just let us in. Waiting outside of the door, a place I never been. How you came in with her, but she left with him. How you famous as fuck, but you never win. How you out here claiming you up, but you never lit. If your bag matches your girls, need to check your fit. Drip check, lit neck, fuck the extra shit. I can only put you on game, you cut a check for it. Another trick in the club is what he represent. I walk by on their head spin like the exorcist. And I don't wear no jewels, you fool, it's not the necklace. It's not a flex, I turn down the chicks you get naked with. This a grown man watch, better respect what time it is. It's a situation when we stepping out. They ain't acting right, tear the club up. Standing on the table, tear the club up. You find something, listen, tear the club up. If they don't mind their business, tear the club up. If the bouncer acting funny, tear the club up. We just here to have fun, tear the club up. Middle fingers to them haters, they can't sub us. Please give me room and kill a photo ops. You probably run this shit through AI, use a photo crop. I really hate when groupies is guys and want a promo drop. Especially when I cover my nose to make the older stop. Shrug them off like this a new dance called the shoulder wop. Haters who don't pay attention, they too broke to watch. Too much Brooklyn in the building, something's gonna pop. I walk in, I'm checking for exit, that's just off the top. Froze the wrist, this climate control on my watch. Bump me acting stupid, like I don't box in orthodox. You taking up space, move over, can't afford a shot. Could tell by the fit of his face that homie lost a lot. It's a situation when we stepping out.
You can tell by the fit on his face. What? Hold on.
I don't box in orthodox. You taking up space, move over, can't afford a shot. Could tell by the fit of his face that homie lost a lot.
You can tell by the fit of his face, homie lost a lot. Oof. Damn.
It's a situation when we stepping out. They ain't acting right, tear the club up. Standing on the table, tear the club up. You find something missing, tear the club up. If they don't mind their business, tear the club up. If the bouncer acting funny, tear the club up. We just here to have fun, tear the club up. Middle fingers to them haters, they can't sub us.
Walked in, whole room freeze, they buffering. New fit, new bag, got them all wondering. They saying that I'm next, that's an understatement. Every move calculated, check the fucking placement. Wrist rose, hair lace, stepping out expensive. Eyes locked, whole crowd paying close attention. If it ain't about a bag, then I'm out the mentions. Pretty face, boss move, that's a lethal mixture. Short bitch, but stand tall on the block. Built it up from the ground, now I'm all on the top. Never needed handouts, I got it all off the lot. And bet I tear the club up, fuck who on in the spot. I took over the game, now everybody want the cheat code. Same ones laughed at me, waiting for my reload. And now they study every pick, every repost. Trying to crack the formula, baby, that's the G code. Goddess, baby, got controlling this shit. Finish, shake the whole globe, put a hole in this bitch. Got my foot up on the gas, ain't no slowing the whip. And if they talking about the wave, I'm the motion, you dig? Yeah, whole lot of talk, but the numbers don't lie. Every time that I drop, watch it all multiply. They was sleeping on your girl, but now they up all night. Trying to figure out the sauce, but the recipe is mine. Goddess.
Ooh. Yo, I gotta Ivory the Goddess. Alright, hold on. Let me check you out. I gotta check you out because that was some fire, Ivory. That was some fire. Now I'm always looking for more female artists that got bars, and not semi bars or pussy bars. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Um, The next one is The Reset, just Solo City.
They ain't doing it like
Yeah.
black males do.
Looking at my watch, think it's time to remind them. Think they going to win? It ain't hard to find them. Favorite barber line them, the apex behind them. With the culture on his shoulders, be a flex and sign them. Don't mention my name with theirs or the rest behind them. We playing chess with diamonds, no Trojan, I'm a Spartan. So won't you beg your pardon? I was taught to finish my plate, never left a target. I'm the chef in the kitchen inside a messy apartment. Dearly departed, cool your engines, little homie, we ain't barely get started. Saw the collapse of a spirit sharing air with a Martian, and I ain't even break a sweat. Dialect is just jogging. He been running all his life, how I catch him just jogging. So it's a marathon. Your flight is death with no carry on. So let me carry on. I do this without a magic wand. One hit a quitter out the park, City Barry Bonds. In the gym, feeling pressure. Look how we carry on. From scary hours, I grew to be who the family proud of. Diamonds come from pressure, right? This is what they worry about. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. Ain't no way we stepping like they ain't out here repping right. Disrespecting legends like that's the shit I never like. Cause they ain't at that level height. Demolition level mics. No, I ain't shaking hands. No, I ain't faking fam. No, I won't play they jam. So what you think I'm hating, and maybe it's just quite contrary. No, I won't like and share. I'ma sit this right up here. Real ones never right and fair. They ain't been outside, it's clear. Get a mind of your own. They tell you what you like to hear. Tell you not to like this here. They making hip hop look weird. I'm bone crusher, never scared. Let's get 'em up.
Damn, yo, he just said so much right there, though. Okay, first and foremost, there's some people will call this like him being an asshole or whatever, but like there's a certain amount of just cultural and artistic integrity that you have to have if you're not just going to be critical, but you're going to say, I'm not even going to like that. I'm not going to share that because fuck that you took your time to do it. It's not art. Now, now it he says the ruining hip hop, and I have to agree, and I've been agreeing for some time. You may call me a boomer, whatever have you, but like there's something to be said about that. You know what I mean? Like we all know it. We all hear it. If you've I don't know which XXL, I think this was like 2 years ago. The XXL freestyle from like 2 years ago with the one little Dicky was on. That shit was trash. And I purposely think they got all those trash ass rappers just to make him look nice. But that XXL freestyle was trash. And I'm like, if this is the future of rap, somebody need to do some shit about this because God help us. And like there's a certain amount of artistic integrity that you have to have with yourself that you're just going to be like, I'm not even going to accept that. I can't accept this. Not this bullshit. I can't. I get it.
Out of here. The culture vultures out of here. They gatekeepers out of here. Scam showcases out of here. Appropriators out of here. Grown men spilling tea. Get 'em up out of here. That Master P bout it, yeah. Pop smoke, many men. Got smoke, get it in. Get the city lit again. Hot trendsetters fitting in. White tee and Timberlands. Middle finger littering. Quit all the bickering. The rotten apple bitten in.
And then the beat switch up. The beat switch up was tremendous. Love it. Love it, bro. That shit just added some. It definitely added ruthlessness to it. It was that for me. I ain't gonna lie. It sounded like City was naming off a hit list. Appropriators out of here. Like yo, he's just naming all. He's just naming everything that he's personally been taking down list. I think also what he's been hearing people say what's been wrong with the industry for the last 20 years. He's just been taking that down, and he you know he aspect drops. He drops aspects, and he talks about New York sound like this. But he name drops aspects of hip hop that had basically ruined or made or want to say ruined the culture as much as I would say tainted it. You know what I mean? A black spot on the culture. This next one is this next one is called Ever Wanted. It features Sly Piper.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
They ain't doing
I ain't gonna lie, I just gotta say, I'm loving the diversity in the beats. Black nails, yeah, bro. Because the diversity in the beats is what I listen to albums for. If I listen to an album and like all of your beats sound like they damn near the same, and that it's one of those things where I'm like, all right, whatever. Maybe somebody decided to nickel back their rap. And if you know music, you know what I'm talking about.
like black nails do.
Come on. All I ever wanted was a bad chick like you. Bad chick like you. Put the icing on all this cake.
Let me take you back to a place, shorty. Back when we met face to face, shorty. Not laid pew, I don't chase, shorty. You seen the charm and all the swag, but a queen like you is all I wanna have. Had your boy like Usher, like, oh, I got it bad. And you bad. God must have made you in a lab, and I couldn't make this up even with the pen and pad.
All I ever wanted was a bad chick like you. Bad chick like you. Put the icing on all this cake. I know you've been searching. Rich like you. Me, turning dark skies like blue. Turning dark skies like blue.
Don't act like you ain't seeing me call. You killing me, Smalls. You could be the queen of this all. We could travel tops of the world, the kingdom is yours. Shit, we grown. Let's put the dreaming on pause. No, you modest, not the type of queen that's seeking applause. Whether Beamer, Benz, or Bentley, we the same in accord. And you
Whether Beamer, Benz, or Bentley, we in the same in the car. Ah! That's a Lloyd Banks reference. That's a Lloyd Banks reference. I'm sorry. That's one of my favorite songs. Just saying.
challenge me. You the type to take me to war, but at the same time, peace, I can't take it no more. This is me. We the A-team, no Mr. T. Took a chance, it's a gamble, ain't nothing in life free. It's a fee. In the bedroom, trust me, I'll set you free. I keep it G. Must be crazy in love to fuck with me. Real shit.
All I ever wanted.
I want to say maybe second or third Jay-Z reference. Oh no, that was Beyonce, Jay-Z and Beyonce. That was a Beyonce. I'm gonna say that's a Beyonce reference. That's a Beyonce reference. City. Yeah. Another thing about albums, right? You have to have your music for the different audiences, right? And this is how, like, personally, I love when artists that I listen to have songs that might cater to like not necessarily another demographic, yes, but like not too far of a demographic from me, but a different side of a demographic, right? Because then I get to turn people on to the artist and be like, yo, this sounds like something you might listen to. You know what I mean? And then they'll be like, oh, well, who's that? You know, and like they might not like the exact songs like I like. Like I know a lot of people don't like New York Sounds Like, but I know some people that like what was the song off of the Syllabus? What's the song I'm thinking of off the Syllabus? A lot of people like New York Sounds Like, but Broken Crown. I know some people like Broken Crown more because it's a different sound. It's a different taste. It's a different flow. It's a different speed. It You not just display your um skills as an artist, right? And not that this is like too different, but it's different. It's different enough to where like it's slowed down. It not slowed down, but you know what I mean. It catered to the ladies. This song is catering to the ladies a little bit more than other songs did.
Was a bad chick like you. Bad chick like you. Put the icing on all this cake. I know you've been searching. Rich like you. Me, turning dark skies like blue. Turning dark skies like blue.
We could be real, never be fake. Food for thought. Before you doing the dishes, just take a plate. Fill your mind and your body with everything that you ate. It's love in the air, love.
You mean to tell me all this time I've been chasing dimes only to find the fine shit and me wanna decline it? I'm good. Too many Coronas and lime twist.
Everything I'm at, my game, I'm bouncing. Everything she looking for, I'm him. Sharks and piranhas in the water don't swim. Who are they? Usually the stars roll with them, as they will be us. Emotional scars showing. Usually the cars 1, 2, 3, 4, causing open bars on the whim. She don't love me, but I like how she pretend. Like she my nasty girl for the weekend. All I ever wanted was a bad chick like you. Bad chick like you. Put the icing on all this cake. You've been searching. Rich like you. Me. Turn the dark skies light blue. Turn the dark skies light blue. Voila.
This is like the rap version of The Way You Make Me Feel. That's how I just envisioned that. I envision City riding with a shorty and he telling him like this is in his head. Like he's just having this whole moment after like when you meets her, you know what I mean? He's in the car, he goes through the whole day, goes to the club, goes back to the room, X, Y, and Z, and then everything zooms out like the last scene from Next when Nicolas Cage found out he was looking so far into the future. Everything zooms out and she's like, hi, and she's like, I'm such and such, and he's like, I'm City, and that's how the video ends. Ow, I can see that shit. I can see that shit now. All right, this one is Nails in the Coffin, City the Great, Illegal, and Trek. I want to say Trek.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Put the world in your hands.
They ain't doing it like Black Nails.
Illegal, Desert Eagle lethal, solar regal equals, power to the people, dipping like a dolphin, illegal, more or less more often, nails in the coffin.
Started off lightweight, still they type hate, and poverty escaped with a vision like Bill Gates. They still getting crazier than Norman Bates. Shit go ape, niggas steer straight. You gotta fuck the game, they like to penetrate, and I'ma show you how I like to demonstrate. Don't forget the thin line between love and hate. Missy with my gold mine, ever since cassette tapes.
I'm sorry, but I wonder which fictional serial killer has been mentioned more in rap, Norman Bates or Hannibal Lecter. That's something to look up.
The world couldn't keep up, I stayed up too late. You gotta fuck the game, they like to penetrate, and I'ma show you how I like to demonstrate. Don't forget the thin line between love and hate. Missy with my gold mine, ever since cassette tapes. The world couldn't keep up, I stayed up too late. I fixed fate and fate, and then I ate the whole plate. Soon as I get home like Evans, faith, ain't no time for them mishaps, and ain't time for them mistakes or the peons. Just filet mignon with the steaks, just to learn from old school that these ain't the breaks. Ex-curious, pure blow flow, like the Florida State. Play around, lay it drown in Lanier Lakes. I upgrade, update, just to play in new states. I upgrade and update, just to move the new states.
Illegal, Desert Eagle lethal, solar regal equals, power to the people, dipping like a dolphin, illegal, more or less more often, nails in the coffin.
By Virginia, take out contenders, they sweet as splendor. Defeat they agenda, so we make it tenure. In the trenches, you might find me. It's tinted to the clip, and that sig is probably close by me. So don't try me. Try not to commit this homie, but in my belly, I'm feeling like Tommy. Impregnate the game like Nelly did a Shansi. Shining, illuminate like Illuminati. A legal body, everybody then dip off onto the cotties. Counting
The similes there, I believe those are similes, because metaphor doesn't use like or as. Similes use like or as, right? Figure of speech itself. Learn, people, learn your shit.
they sweet as splendor. Defeat they agenda, so we make it tenure. In the trenches, you might find me. It's tinted to the clip, and that sig is probably close by me. So don't try me. Try not to commit this homie, but in my belly, I'm feeling like Tommy. Impregnate the game like Nelly did a Shansi. Shining, illuminate like Illuminati. A legal body, everybody then dip off onto the cotties. Counting money, never toss the shotty. Got the sauce like teriyaki and Izzy Miyake. Drunk, drinking on sake, spitting these takis. Delivering my heat, had nightmares on my street. Visions of me on top of my games with I see. With the world in my hand and all that God had promised me. I'm God's property, studying God's prophecies. Okay. I'ma take this product and profit, build a monopoly. Offer me right in these scriptures like Deuteronomy. Offer me right in these scriptures like Deuteronomy.
Illegal, Desert Eagle lethal, solar regal equals, power to the people, dipping like a dolphin. Illegal, more or less more often, nails in the coffin.
I'm pinning the sky, walking the pinnacle. You just started something and ain't know it's the end of you. Capital punishment, pain you feeling is killing you. Your family gonna need a Ouija board just to visit you. We are not the same, all that fake shit is real to you. Stuck to the branches, silverback, gorilla glue. Fought for a wise man to conversate with an imbecile. Killer who? You ain't in discussion what the killers do. Microphone check, they dead before they get to two. You ain't get the memo, little homie, you ain't get the news. Body all this shit on the fly, I put my pen on cruise. Ain't gotta fake it to make it, homie, I'm living proof. Every trip back to the studio, see a different booth. Elephant in the room, I stand up and lift the roof. No ceilings, no ceilings. Let me do my dances, I victory lap this marathon. Nail in the coffin, the king's dead, guess who got the crown? Real ones only, I'm everywhere where you're not allowed. Put a battery in your back, just to get powered down. Little sketch artist, you never beta Picasso. Commander-in-chief, I don't care about who your capo. Can't put your name next to mine, I'm too colossal. Magnifying glass, you do. I see you try and reach, couldn't even serve at McDonald's. So why you try the streets? Started out with all them DuckTales, now he Lion King. Always easy to talk shit from outside the ring. The throne was empty, I'm here now, like bada bing. Imagine me fall off exactly, cause it's not a thing. Look at you puppets with puppet masters, try and hide your strings. Me and Marley G came to let it ring by any means.
Illegal, Desert Eagle lethal, Solar Regal equal, power to the people, dipping like a dolphin. Illegal, more or less more often, nails in the coffin.
Okay. I would say this is something that I would put on my like workout playlist or something, but like it was. Look, you don't have to like every single song from somebody, and it's not that I don't like the song. Um, I don't know how to explain it. The song was good, just it was a bop, it was a vibe, it was, you know, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't cater to my demographic. Ah, see what I did there? This is talking about.
Look, yeah. When you walk high, walk you shouldn't try me. The concrete jungle got a different heartbeat. A doomsday engine, no, you shouldn't start me. We'll blow off the roof, what you talking about? Just lying in the booth, what they talking about? Right now I'm in the move, what they talking about? Man, we could get it poppin', what they talking about? What they talking about? Welcome to New York gritty. Slap your hand, we ain't showing you no New York pity. Fresh off the L train to death, had to have something with me. Seen Subway fiends playing Bobby and Whitney. I just walked up on the set, who got a problem here with me? Big step, an earthquake, put the block in a frenzy. The way I survived death, an angel blocking the semi. You either drop it or gimme, mainstream project or indie. Just because I cooled out, I still pop it and send me. I'll advise you watch your friends more than you watching your enemies. Cold world shit, I even gotta watch who clean kin to me. Think my lady Jackie Onassis, I'm not gonna be Kennedy. The boy from East New York, you'll get rocked in vicinity. Kick in the door, ready to die. Downfall is too big for me. This that set flow from Shepherd Ave to New Lots. I'm stopping out the red lights if I'm passing. I ain't too proud. That was a government assassination done with ooh-ah. I'm activated, can't wait to see their faces, the news drop. When you walk high, walk you shouldn't try me. The concrete jungle got a different heartbeat. A doomsday engine, no, you shouldn't start me. We'll blow off the roof, what you talking about? Just lying in the booth, what they talking about? Right now I'm in the move, what they talking about? Man, we could get it poppin', what they talking about? What they talking about? Whoever called for war don't respect the score. I've been on the same type of time since the corner store. If you got a problem, we can talk, it's an open door. Securing my position, it's nothing for me to open doors. I've been fighting all my life, so it's nothing for me choking yours. Never ran, never will. You can catch me right up the hill. King of the mountain, I just came down to right the field. Some might think, wild for respect, it's just a righteous kill. Looking at today's lineup, ain't an exciting build. All roads lead back to us, and you can't fight the real. Be nice but still, they don't want the rabbit out the hat. You living in Wonderland, the trap is really a trap. I ain't trying to bring it back, I'm just evolving a boom bap. The topic of
I ain't gonna hold you. You live in Wonderland, but the trap is really a trap. It's a hot bar right there, and that's gonna fly over so many niggas' heads.
barbershops or wherever these crews chat. The city never sleeps, I don't even hit snooze, black. Don't write your own shit, you ain't the greatest. When they do that, when you walk high, walk, you shouldn't try me. The concrete jungle got a different heartbeat. A doomsday engine, no, you shouldn't start me. We'll blow off the roof, what you talking about? Just lying in the booth, what they talking about? Right now I'm in the mood, what they talking about? Man, we could get it poppin', what they talking about? What they talking about? When you walk high, walk, you shouldn't try me. The concrete jungle got a different heartbeat. A doomsday engine, no, you shouldn't start me. We'll blow off the roof, what you talking about? Just lying in the booth, what they talking about? Right now I'm in the mood, what they talking about? Man, we could get it poppin', what they talking about? What they talking about?
There go that distortion again. I don't. There go that. What's up with that? Like it adds something to it. But like wondering what's up with that. We're getting down to the last two tracks on the album, "The Great Reset" by City the Great. If you're still here, thank you all for that's been watching and tuning in. Go stream The Great Reset right now. Add whatever songs, if not the whole damn album, to your playlist. Do that shit now. Why? Because this is the beginning of of the next 10 years of hip hop, of rap. This is the beginning. This truly is. And I'm not just saying this because City the Great saying it, or he's put out an album called The Great Reset. I've been saying it for a while, and I've been saying it because all of these independent artists have actually been coming up and not just making quality music, but actually captivating fans, taking arenas. Like, the age of industry is maybe coming to an end. And City's gonna let them know.
Yeah, let me talk my, let me talk my, look, come on. Let me talk, I've been way too humble. I done juggled the weight of the world and the weight of the struggle. Indie at the table with the majors, I can't in rebuttal. Killer cap, you just here cause we made it a hustle. And your input is the reason the game is in trouble. You reach the top, man, you made it. They faking, they love you. What a body with the features that came with a shovel. Used to dream of this rap shit. Never knew that someday be the king of this rap shit. New York City, we the genes of this rap shit. Power to the people, gotta see through their tactics. I studied to the point, became a genius of rap shit. Wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. They took us off the radio and thought that we was finished. Now we out here trending and the coach is back to business. We winning independent, this is y'all about the winners. This is not a drill, this that whole fire. Backseat of my V till we blow tires. Used to cook up work with a blow dryer. Now I cook up work, they like more fire. Fit check this.
Used to cook up work with a blow dryer.
Business is a pleasure, especially when you dough flip. Hate you in the nosebleed section, looking like Coke drip. Make America drop a flag, I feel like hocus. Pray to reach the top with the same team I was broke with. Where's the comparison, huh? He never wrote shit. Studied all 48 laws and can't control shit. Better change your circle if nobody you know rich.
Hold up, what?
Especially when you dough flip. Hate you in the nosebleed section, looking like Coke drip. Make America drop a flag, I feel like hocus. Pray to reach the top with the same team I was broke with. Where's the comparison, huh? He never wrote shit. Studied all 48 laws and can't control shit.
Damn. So he ain't got no power. The 48 laws of power, you ain't got no power.
Better change your circle if nobody you know rich. Body in the trunk, it's all symbols with no print. Gotta be constipated, really, I'm taking no shit. Back from the future to show you now who the goat is. You know this, ain't nobody come to see you owe this. Back to the music, leave class clowns to trolling. Gangsta don't believe you, I mush him in little growing. Words Kenny Rogers, you gotta know when to fold them. Can't expect no soul in they songs when they sold them. Yeah, I just wanna talk facts. Heavy is the head, the world on my back. War outside, clouds looking black. Belly of the beast, we just like a snack.
Did this song just switch up 3 times? It just switched up twice, but I'm thinking about that later. But like, I, one of the things for me about music, especially hip hop in general, is how that is actually possible. It's hard for a rock song to switch up completely its cadence and dynamic, right? And then in the same song and keep the flow and keep things going, keep things not just entertained but palatable to listen to. It's not an easy task. Black Nails City, y'all did y'all shit, son.
It's like y'all ain't been listening the whole time. Out here looking for fast food in a slow grind. These weirdos talk a good one until it's showtime. First ones to take the agenda just for some showtime. Forget all the humming, just get in the booth and go rhyme. Your favorite rapper won't survive, he don't write his own rhymes. Can look in the mirror and tell me you believe your own eyes. Spilling the tea online just to believe your own lies.
Okay, I don't know if City is have somebody in particular in his head when he mentions this, but he done mentioned a few times throughout this whole album about not writing your own shit. He done mentioned a few times. I wonder, I wonder if City got somebody in mind in particular. And I know he's not a man for drama, so we ain't even gonna get into it. But like, when something's really bugging a brother, when something's really bugging you, you gonna be everything's gonna remind you of that motherfucker. And you're gonna make it your point to point out that aspect and be like, that's some bogus shit. Yeah, I feel like somebody's been rubbing them the wrong way, talking about they the greatest and but they don't write their own shit. I wonder who that could be.
Shame on you, cause it ain't all entertainment what y'all claim y'all do. So you little house, go claim y'all news. And don't try and point fingers, go and claim y'all truth. Got a name from the fame, but you brainwashed too. You fell for the hat trick because they bring y'all views. I'm looking down from the top, this a bird's eye view. Bet you ain't see it coming with your third eye view. Rather die for what I believe than to play y'all rules.
A new world order where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind.
That's an interesting person to have at the end of that. But yo, City got a vendetta against anybody who's calling themselves great and don't write their own shit. You can be guess you just can't be great. Oh, and this is the final song on the album. I've enjoyed the album so far. I already have like maybe 2 or 3 songs, maybe 4 songs already that I'm going to add to my personal playlist. Maybe 5 I'm going to add to the rotation of On the Rise. Um, but we are here at the last song, and this is the moment of truth.
I just pray this message reaches who deserves it. Hard looking at a broken world where no one serves it. You can only feel the pain if you know the burden. When the bills piling up while you overworking, you bet it all on a slot and you hope it's worth it. How these kids sign a contract, never wrote in cursive. I done gave this shit my all, put my soul in verses. Tired of seeing black clouds.
How these kids sign a contract, never wrote in cursive. Wow. That actually speaks because, like, I don't know about Gen Z, but us millennials growing up, we had to learn how to write our names, at least our names in cursive. I could write in cursive. I don't do it pretty often because I'm a little slow with it, but I can write in cursive, mostly because I grew up Muslim, and I can write Arabic as well. But a lot of people, when they took cursive writing, they took art and they took music out of schools. A lot of people noticed that was the downside of education, public education especially. But no, a lot of people noticed that was the downside of education in general when they took those things out. Sorry, y'all, my nose is itching. When they took those things out, I think it's my mustache. My mustache is picking on my nose of the public school system. Um, and that being able to write in cursive versus just in print used to be a clear indicator of how literate a person was, of how not even just smart or educational, but like like their understanding of possibly knowledge of anything could had to be at a certain level if they could write in cursive because it was such a dignified, prestigious handwriting. Only really the rich did it or the well-educated did it. You know what I mean? A lot of people say they took cursive writing out of schools and stuff so that people could not read the original diaries of people of history. And if we couldn't read the original diaries of history, then only those who could would know the truth.
When I open curtains, all y'all send is prayer emojis when y'all know we hurting. All y'all do is like and share, y'all just smell the surface. So what's the use in telling you forward? Our pen is therapeutic for what's been held in my thoughts. Trust me, fighting with your thoughts is one hell of a war. When you standing on the edge, another stepping you off. I feel the pain in every lash, like when Jesus carried the cross.
Just a moment of truth, they just pray you see it clear, get your throat out that noose. Just my moment of truth, I just hope you see it clear, got my head out that noose. Just a moment of truth, they just pray you see it clear, get your throat out that noose. Just my moment of truth, I just hope you see it clear, got my head out that noose.
I came from living life so young and reckless, knowing mama's dying hope was that her son's protected. Sat in the station for hours, ain't get one confession. Another 48 while dudes answer all them questions. Soul survivor, all them dudes I was on the step with. Now I'm on with nails, living off the gift my soul was blessed.
Soul survivor of all the dudes I was on the set with. Damn, that's deep. For a lot of y'all that's been in or grew up in the gang life, y'all know how that shit is. And if these gangs did half of the energy they put into beefing with each other that they did into, like, I don't know, doing something necessarily positive, and it sounds such like a cliche and so old and like, oh, you don't know life, blah 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 blah. But like, we have so many young people and even older people that still think if you're over, not gonna lie, if you're over like 27, 28 and you still repping this gang shit like that, bro, in the streets, come on. Like, let's be honest. Unless y'all really doing something to upgrade y'all lives or the lives of those around you, come on, bro. Because most of y'all rep this gang shit just to have a title, and you still not doing shit with your lives. I wouldn't care if you was actually doing shit with your lives because that's what the Bloods and Crips originally did. Just y'all don't really stand for nothing anymore. And I know that probably put me in a bad position to say. But like, I don't know, maybe there are sets out there that actually are doing community work, that actually are organizing and stuff, especially in this time that we're in right now, in this climate that we're in right now. But I don't see it. I don't see it.
Man, I'm so thankful what Cool Rock and Special Ed did. Buck 3 stacks, Lucky Bling, and Coke Rock. The industry not ready for this sort of culture shock. I've been through the gauntlet, music's my harness. I don't believe in selling dreams, I just do what I promise. Homie been in the game too long to move like a novice. How y'all don't see that AI is moving like Jarvis? How y'all don't see they lying and moving like pawns? Real hustlers fall off and use they jewelry for pawning. Not a sketch I be drawing, I'm the truest of artists.
Just a moment of truth, they just pray you see it clear, get your throat out that noose. Just my moment of truth, I just hope you see it clear, got my head out that noose. Just a moment of truth, they just pray you see it clear, get your throat out that noose. Just my moment of truth, I just hope you see it clear, got my head out that noose.
I just pray to God that you get the picture. Against all odds, you can't wear these shoes, they wouldn't fit you. Front and center, my view of life's a motion picture. No gimmick, I done shared every single emotion with you. Watch who's joking with you, some will hope to get you. Approached by hitters, watch the closest with you. They kidnap your kids, and you know the sitters. All we got is real ones and fake ones, gotta know who differ. I know who switched up, I know who bitched up, I know who quitters, I know the killers, I know the spitters. but bro, we differ. I know the game, would it be a pause to know who bigger? What matters is the heart, you just make the boss richer. So come up off that crown, fake king, you know the scripture. Yeah, fake king, man. We the real kings over here, hip-hop.
This a moment of truth. They just feel you see it clear, get your throat out that noose. This my moment of truth. I just hope you see it clear, got my head out that noose. This a moment of truth. They just feel you see it clear, get your throat out that noose. This my moment of truth. I just hope you see it clear, got my head out that noose.
Mm, mm. Okay. All right. That was The Great Reset by City the Great. Now, all right, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like it as much as I like the syllabus. I think I like the syllabus more. But I like this one. This one didn't have this one had more music, more um more features, I believe. Um and it's not saying that that's not what I didn't like. I actually love that about this itself. Like I said, we got a couple of really, like, for my opinion, we got a couple of really great songs on here. This is hip hop. Um, don't like me, definitely don't like me. Stepping out, we have a couple of them on there, but I love when an artist sticks to a theme. And the theme of the last album was you should probably take notes, right? Take notes, do better. Now the theme of this album was you haven't took notes, you're not doing better. Like what are you doing? The reset is here. The hip hop as you thought it was over the last 15 years is no longer hip hop. The reset is here. We're not just going back to the roots, but we're also elevating it and pushing the culture forward. Too many mentions of guns in our music, too many mentions of women being hoes and ratchet, like he said, in our music. And it's too much of it being a planned degradation of our culture. Meanwhile, it's been the one culture that's dominated the whole world, completely dominated the whole world. As we rap about our life, our pains, our struggles, our joys, our happiness, our sadness, as we rap about that, they commoditized it. And there's the more you rap about being downtrodden or gaining one up on a nigga or slapping a bitch or twerking your ass or being the hottest in the club, that's when you get your music on the radio. But not when you're uplifting people. Not when you're trying to tell somebody, hey, yo, you got to do better, right? And like he said, the great reset is here. A lot of a lot of people are caught in between this musical shift of, do I continue the cadence of what's playing on the radio and what XXL is looking for in their ciphers, or do I completely go my own way? There's been people that's been doing this shit for years, and then there's been people that just started this shit yesterday, and they still all have the same questions. But City is here to tell you to stick to your guns, stick to being you, be great, create art, create the music that not just you feel good about, but actually captures the essence of the culture in which you're creating the art from. And I don't believe there's any up and coming artist, tomorrow's legend, that's in a better position and has the better, not just accreditation with his music, but background. You know what I mean? He's already lived the life. He's on his second life. And even then, he's trying to tell you, get your shit up because the reset is here. Again, my name is Radio Fahim. Holla to the kings, holla to the queens, and everybody in between. I'd like to thank City the Great Krystal Blue, Revolt, 440 artists for giving me early access or allowing me to have early access to this album. It was a pleasure, not just a pleasure to listen to, but uh, man, one thing that a lot of people underestimate is how much actual creativity is out here. When people think of independent artists, they still think of SoundCloud rappers. This is not a fucking SoundCloud rapper. And CD hasn't been a SoundCloud rapper for a long time. If ever. If fucking ever. Because his flow, immaculate. One of the best. One of the best, I will say. But thank you all for tuning in. Make sure y'all go follow City the Great on Instagram. Make sure y'all listen to his album, The Great Reset, wherever y'all listen to your music from. YouTube, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to your music from. And you can also follow me on Instagram under Radio Fahim. If you're viewing this on YouTube, thank you. If you're not, you can subscribe to us on YouTube under New Kemet Entertainment. That's New Kemet Entertainment. And yeah, I got some more. I got some more reviews and everything else coming up, and I'm getting back on the grind with everything else. But I had I had to wait for the Great Reset. Stay toasty. Stay cool. Be you.